Welcome to another fascinating episode where we dive deep into the intriguing world of numismatics. Today, we're uncovering the mysteries and values of a truly remarkable coin, the 1985 P5-cent Jefferson nickel, which has captured the attention of collectors and enthusiasts alike, not merely for its face value, but for the wealth of errors and mint mark anomalies that have turned it into a veritable treasure trove worth an astonishing $230 million in total. It's truly incredible how a simple coin, which originally started as a mere 5-cent piece, can command such a price in the realm of coin collection. As we embark on this journey, we'll explore the various factors that contribute to its elevated worth, discussing everything from its minting errors to the historical context that has shaped its value over the years. Firstly, let's talk about the basics of the 1985 P. Jefferson nickel. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, this 5-cent piece is part of the long-standing tradition of the United States nickel series and features the iconic profile of President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, surrounded by the words, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and 1985. On the reverse, it showcases Jefferson's home, Monticello, an emblematic symbol of American history. However, what sets the 1985 P nickel apart from the rest are its numerous and often subtle errors that can elevate its status to that of a valuable collectible. While a standard 1985 P nickel holds its value at a mere 5 cents, certain specimens have been discovered with minting errors that throw the conventional value out the window. These errors can be anything from off-center strikes to double die errors, where the design has been unintentionally stamped twice, resulting in a blurry or distorted image. Such discrepancies, though seemingly minor, can drastically influence the coin's demand and subsequently, its price among avid collectors. One notable error for the 1985 P nickel is the clash die error, which occurs when the dies used to strike the coin come into contact with one another, leaving an imprint of the reverse design on the obverse side, creating a unique and collectible piece that stands apart from the regular coins minted that year. Collectors actively seek out these variants, and coins that exhibit this rare feature can fetch prices that soar well above their face value. Moreover, the mint mark errors play a significant role in determining the worth of these nickels. Generally, nickel coins produced at the Philadelphia Mint are not marked with a mint mark, while coins struck in Denver or San Francisco carry their respective indicators, the D or S. Occasionally, certain 1985 P nickels have been mistakenly struck with a D mint mark, leading to confusion and excitement amongst collectors, as these errors are rare and highly sought after. The thrill of discovering a misaligned or mismarked coin not only provides a sense of nostalgia but also allows collectors to partake in the very hunt that can lead to a hugely valuable find. The allure of such errors has led to extensive research and communication within the numismatic community, with various forums and networks sharing information, images, and potential leads on where to find these elusive specimens. This community-driven enthusiasm further boosts the demand and value of the 1985 P. Jefferson nickel, creating a ripple effect that contributes to that astonishing $230 million worth attributed to these coins altogether. Beyond minting errors, it's important to mention the overall condition of the coins, commonly referred to as the coin's grade. The quality of a coin, how well it has been preserved over time, often has a significant impact on its value. Coins that have maintained their surface and sharp details, with minimal wear and scuffing, are deemed to be in high grades, such as MS, mint state, and can command premium prices, even for those without errors. In stark contrast, coins that have been circulated heavily or exhibit noticeable signs of wear are often valued considerably lower, typically returning to just their face value or slightly above. For the 1985 P. Jefferson nickel, discovering pristine, error-free examples can lead to prices that surpass the thousands, whereas those with errors and in good condition can go for a staggering amount, potentially tens of thousands of dollars or more. In this context, the pursuit of the perfect specimen, unblemished, error-strewn, or carrying unique mint marks, overwhelmingly captures the attention of dedicated numismatists and casual collectors alike. The wealth of knowledge surrounding these coins is perpetually expanding, driven by auction results, the emergence of new finds, and expert evaluations, thus ensuring that the legacy of the 1985 P. Jefferson nickel continues to live on in the annals of coin collecting history. Now, one must consider the larger implications of how these errors and mint mark anomalies might manifest in the broader context of coin collecting. The excitement generated by the discovery of such notable pieces can lead to increased interest in numismatics overall, attracting a new wave of enthusiasts eager to delve into the rich history behind America's coinage. This burgeoning interest could further inflate the value of coins producing such errors, causing collectors to embrace their collections with a newfound passion and commitment to unearthing rare finds. When discussing the 1985 P. Jefferson nickel and its extraordinary value, it's also crucial to recognize the influence of historical events and economic factors over the years. The late 20th century saw numerous fluctuations in the American economy, and as inflation rose, the purchasing power of the 5-cent piece, amidst rising prices in commodities and services, diminished significantly. However, for collectors, the relational value of these coins, especially those with errors, begins to take on a different meaning altogether. While it may seem that the general public would regard the nickel as simply currency, for collectors, each coin tells a story, woven into the very fabric of American history and culture. The appreciation for the artistry and craftsmanship that goes into creating coins, and the special moments in history they represent, transforms the perception of value from simple economic worth to a cherished relic of shared heritage. As the years pass and many coins fall deeper into obscurity, the 1985 P. Jefferson nickel holds a unique position in the hearts of enthusiasts, representing both a nostalgic return to simpler times and a potential gold mine for those lucky enough to possess or discover an important variant. Engaging with this topic allows us to not only appreciate the tangible aspects of collecting while simultaneously exploring the multitude of intertwined narratives contributing to the allure surrounding these coins. Such discussions always provide insight and encourage a new generation of collectors to pick up the pursuit of numismatics. With its $230 million appraisal marking the collective value of all notable 1985 P nickels with errors, the importance and significance of this particular coin in the broader tapestry of American currency continues to resonate. We witness firsthand the profound logic behind the sharp increase in value situated in the errors that have diverted from usual productions, allowing for moments of serendipity to strike in the realm of coin collecting. Within the annals of coin history, the 1985 P. Jefferson nickel emerges not only as a simple 5-cent piece but becomes intertwined with narratives of opportunity, chance, and the endless quest for perfection amongst enthusiasts. For both the seasoned collector and the newly curious, the fascinating journey into the world of numismatics speaks to the broader human experience, the search for value, meaning, and connection embodied in even the smallest of objects. So next time you come across a 1985 P. Jefferson nickel, take a moment to reflect on what it represents and the myriad possibilities that lie within its small, unassuming form, which may very well turn out to be more than just a simple nickel, but a gateway to adventure in the enchanting world of coin collecting that is filled with stories of past generations, mysterious errors, and the potential for tremendous value. As we conclude this episode, I encourage each of you to explore your own collections, seek out those hidden gems, and perhaps even turn a seemingly ordinary coin into an extraordinary opportunity. Thank you for joining us today on this exciting journey into the world of numismatics and the extraordinary value locked within the 1985 P. Jefferson nickel. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and who knows what incredible discoveries await you in the realms of coin collecting. Next, 1991 P. 5-cent Jefferson, where today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting, focusing specifically on the remarkable 1991 P. Jefferson nickel, a coin that is not just a piece of currency but a treasure with an astonishing worth that far exceeds its 5-cent face value. You may be wondering how a nickel, a coin that many see as just pocket change, could possibly be worth millions. The story of the 1991 P. Jefferson nickel is a captivating tale filled with errors, quirks, and characteristics that have made it one of the most sought-after pieces in numismatic circles. To truly appreciate the worth of the 1991 P. nickel, we need to explore its background, the notable errors that took place during its minting, and the reasons behind its incredible market value, which can soar to staggering figures like $260 million. It all starts in the early 1990s, a time when the United States Mint was busy producing millions of coins to meet the demands of the economy. The Jefferson nickel, named after the third President of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, has a long and storied history, having first been minted in 1938. For decades, this coin has reflected not only the American spirit but also the artistry and craftsmanship that go into coin production. However, in 1991, an unusual series of events unfolded at the Philadelphia Mint, leading to a variety of mint errors that would captivate collectors and investors alike. Errors can occur at any stage of the coin production process, and the 1991 P. Jefferson nickel is no exception. Among the most notable errors are the infamous wrong mint mark varieties, where coins were mistakenly struck without the mint mark or featured incorrect mint marks. These kinds of errors arise due to the complex series of processes involved in coin production. In the case of the 1991 nickels, it's reported that some coins were supposed to bear a P mint mark, indicating they were produced at the Philadelphia Mint. However, a small number of coins were inadvertently struck without this essential identifier. Additionally, some coins were struck with doubling on either the obverse or reverse side, a phenomenon that makes them even more collectible. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins that display unique characteristics, and when an error occurs that deviates from the normal production process, it instantly attracts interest and garners a premium price on the market. One of the key reasons the 1991 P. Jefferson nickel can command such a high value is its rarity. While millions of nickels were minted that year, the errors that occurred are rare and elusive. Collectors and investors alike value coins that are hard to find, especially if they are deemed to be significant in terms of historical context or numismatic importance. In the coin collecting world, rarity can often translate to high demand, and the 1991 P. nickels with minting errors fit this criterion flawlessly. Furthermore, the grading condition of these coins is another pivotal factor that can significantly influence their market value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with the highest grades reflecting coins that are in pristine condition, free from wear and other forms of damage. The 1991 P. nickels that have been graded at higher levels are often sold for exorbitant prices at auctions or through private sales, attracting the attention of serious collectors who are willing to part with significant sums of money to add these remarkable pieces to their collections. Experienced numismatists understand that owning a high-grade 1991 P. Jefferson nickel is a statement of prestige and investment potential, thus further driving up the demand and value for these coins. In addition to errors and grading conditions, the historical significance of the coin itself plays a role in its valuation. Coins are often tied to their respective time periods, and the 1991 P. nickel represents an era in American history characterized by significant social, economic, and cultural changes. This context makes the coin not just a mint error, but a piece of history that resonates with collectors who appreciate the story behind what they own. Each error, each missed detail, tells a part of the journey the coin took to arrive in someone's collection, making it a legitimate artifact of American heritage. Now, let's take a moment to discuss the market dynamics surrounding collector coins. The world of coin collecting operates on principles similar to those of art collecting. Rarity, desirability, and historical significance greatly affect market prices. The 1991 P. Jefferson nickel has entered a niche segment of the market where savvy investors are increasingly aware of its potential for long-term appreciation. Auctions see intense bidding wars for these coins, with collectors sometimes willing to pay extraordinary sums simply to secure a piece of this elusive era collection. As awareness about the 1991 P. nickel spreads among both casual collectors and serious numismatists, prices often experience upward trends, further enhancing its value beyond the face amount. The potential for appreciation is something that is particularly attractive to those looking for alternative investments, and numismatic assets like rare coins can sometimes provide returns that are astounding compared to traditional forms of investment. Additionally, online marketplaces and social media platforms have broadened the reach for these coins, expanding the audience that is aware of their value. With the rise of e-commerce, coins that once would have been confined to local coin shops or exhibitions are now accessible globally via platforms that allow sellers and buyers to engage in the buying and selling of coins from virtually anywhere. As a result, not only has the market for the 1991 P. Jefferson nickel expanded, but the opportunities for finding uncirculated or error coins have increased simultaneously, offering more chances for collectors to discover rare finds. Another important factor to consider is the deep sense of community within the coin collecting world. Enthusiasts frequently gather at conventions, shows, and online forums where they share information, trade tips, and form connections that can lead to discovering new coins or expanding their collections. Engaging with dedicated communities often enhances the collecting experience and further educates newcomers about the ins and outs of the hobby, including the nuances that make coins like the 1991 Jefferson Nickel so special. This sense of camaraderie adds an extra layer of interest to the hobby that extends beyond mere financial investment, fostering appreciation for the history, craftsmanship, and stories behind each coin. If we examine the mechanics of how these coins are valued beyond their face amount, it becomes evident that various forms of media, including videos like this one, play a pivotal role in promoting awareness. Videos sharing rare coin finds, educational content about minting errors, and tips on how to identify valuable coins contribute to the overarching discourse around coin collecting. Content creators, collectors, and investors alike thrive on spreading knowledge about these pieces, fueling excitement around coins such as the 1991 Jefferson Nickel. As individuals share their own stories of discovery and success, it helps to reinforce the potential these coins hold not just for those who collect them but for those who may be on the verge of embarking on their own numismatic journey. On a more personal level, the thrill of hunting for these nickels is exhilarating. Many collectors recount tales of discovering errors in their own coin rolls or their parents' old coin jars, recounting how those moments sparked lifelong passions. The 1991 Jefferson Nickel exemplifies the beauty in the hunt. Finding a piece with a mint error can evoke all sorts of emotions, transforming a simple errant piece of change into a gem that has captured the attention of fellow enthusiasts. As stories about these nickels circulate, the legend of the 1991 continues to grow, making it a focal point of discussion at coin shows, in forums, and among collectors at all levels of expertise. Beyond the immediate values and associations with the 1991 Jefferson Nickel lies the potential for these coins to tell larger stories reflective of the time they were created, like the impact of economic policies, legislative changes, and technological advances in minting processes. Such narratives turn what could be a simple 5-cent denomination into a conversation piece steeped in layers of meaning. Collectors and researchers alike cherish the opportunity to delve into a coin's lineage, exploring how its journey connects to macroeconomic trends or shifts within the American populace. Thus, the 1991 Jefferson Nickel isn't merely a coin, it becomes a symbol representing much more than its face value, encapsulating a rich tapestry of cultural and historical significance. As we wrap up our exploration of the 1991 Jefferson Nickel, it's clear that its value transcends simple calculations of rarity or error. This small piece of metal tells far-reaching stories about the American narrative while simultaneously captivating those passionate about history, art, and finance. Whether you are an experienced coin collector, an intrigued novice, or simply someone who has stumbled upon the conversation about coins, the 1991 Jefferson Nickel serves as a reminder of the remarkable facets of numismatics. From its origins in the mint to its coveted status in the current market, the journey of the 1991 nickel is rich with discoveries just waiting to be uncovered. This 5-cent coin can represent a million stories, investments, and memories held close by collectors who find them in circulation or through dedicated searches. By learning more about the coin and understanding its significance, each viewer has Next 2014 5-cent Jefferson today, we're going to explore a captivating subject that has intrigued coin collectors and enthusiasts alike, the fascinating story of the 2014 5-cent Jefferson Nickel. While its face value is just 5 cents, some rare versions of this coin have been valued at an astonishing $290 million, thanks to a combination of minting errors, mistakes, and an incredible array of mint mark anomalies that elevate these seemingly ordinary nickels into the realm of extraordinary collectibles. The Jefferson Nickel itself has a rich history, being first introduced in 1938 to honor the third President of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, who was renowned not only for his contributions to American independence but also for his interests in architecture, science, and philosophy. The coin features an image of Jefferson on the obverse side, with Monticello, his Virginia estate, portrayed on the reverse side. This design has seen various iterations over the years, but it is the 2014 series that has caught the eyes of numismatists due to its unique traits and the substantial potential for error. From the minting process that took place in Denver, as indicated by the D mint mark, we'll dive into the series of fascinating characteristics that make these nickels not just mere currency but valuable pieces of art and history. Errors in coins can vary widely, including striking errors, where the dies used to create the coins malfunction or deviate during production, resulting in unique and sometimes bizarre characteristics. The 2014 D nickels are no exception, and among them, there have been reported cases of missing mint marks, uneven strikes, and even strange imprints that can dramatically increase their market value. Coins with such errors are highly sought after in the numismatic community because their rarity can drive prices into the stratosphere. This makes enthusiastic collectors eager to hunt for them in their change or in online auctions, often willing to pay exorbitant sums for particularly rare finds. Moreover, let's break this down further. The rarity of an error coin hinges not only on its unique features but also on the sheer volume of coins produced during that minting year. In 2014, millions of Jefferson nickels were minted, which may initially seem like it would diminish the value. However, the fact is that very few exhibit those sought-after errors, which creates an inverse relationship. The less common the error, the greater the value. This is a fundamental principle within coin collecting: rarity drives demand, and demand drives price. Among the striking errors, perhaps the most notable are the double die errors, which occur when the coin's design is struck more than once, resulting in a visual doubling effect on numbers or letters. This phenomenon can make certain coins vastly more valuable since collectors often view them as unique specimens of craftsmanship and errors rather than typical mass-produced currency. For the 2014 D Jefferson nickels, the relatively few pieces with double die characteristics can command prices that verge on the extraordinary, leading to bidding wars in coin auctions and fervent interest from dedicated collectors. Another category of intriguing errors includes off-center strikes, where the coin is not properly aligned during the striking phase, leading to coins with striking imprints that are misaligned. This quirky outcome adds an element of charm and whimsy to the error coins, and because they are not commonly found, they can fetch impressive prices at sales. Off-center strikes can show various degrees of misalignment, and depending on how far off-center the strike occurs, its desirability and potential value can vary, creating an exciting dynamic in the market. Then there's the examination of die chips, a more technical but no less fascinating minting error that can occur when a small piece of the die breaks off during the minting process. This results in an unusual texture or shape on the coin's surface and can make a coin particularly appealing to collectors who appreciate the story behind the piece. The die chip represents a moment in the minting process that failed to produce a perfect coin and instead produced something unique. In the realm of the 2014 D Jefferson nickel, collectors should be on the lookout for these charmingly flawed pieces because, while they may originate from the same production line as their flawless counterparts, the imperfection adds to their intrigue and desirability successfully. As we delve deeper into the world of numismatics, we mustn't underestimate the role of the mint mark. The presence of the D mint mark specifically indicates that the coin originated from the Denver Mint, which is the primary minting facility for producing coins in the western United States. However, if rumors are to be believed, there have been cases where certain nickels meant for production in Denver have shown inconsistencies with their mint marks, leading to the potential for extraordinary value amongst those oddities. A nickel that, through error, contains the wrong mint mark, especially in the marketplace where collectors are searching for distinct pieces, unearths a whole new level of interest and value. To further complicate matters, some coins have been reported to exist with no mint mark at all, which could potentially have originated from a different mint entirely. How does this affect value? When collectors ascertain that a coin has an unusual mint mark or lacks one when it should, the ground shakes beneath it, creating a buzz that further marries value with rarity. This brings us to another key point: the condition of the coin itself. The concept of grading becomes paramount in the world of numismatics when determining a coin's market value. Coins are graded on a scale that ranges from poor to uncirculated, and the state of preservation directly impacts how much a collector is willing to pay. For example, a 2014 D Jefferson nickel in brilliant uncirculated condition may fetch significantly more than a heavily circulated and worn version, even if both contain the same type of errors. This adds another layer to the collecting experience and runs parallel to the thrill of spotting an error. Now collectors are also evaluating condition, which can produce a plethora of fascinating discussions and evaluations among enthusiasts. Now let's consider potential market values and the variable nature of coin collecting. Just because a coin once sold for a high price does not guarantee that it will maintain that value indefinitely. Market dynamics, economic changes, and collector interest can all influence price fluctuations. A piece that once commanded significant attention may ebb in interest as new collectors enter the space or as older collectors evaluate their portfolios. This not only creates fluctuations in value but also adds an element of excitement to the hunt. One must consistently monitor, engage, and educate themselves on current trends and active market interest. As such, both seasoned collectors and newbies alike need to immerse themselves in various resources and platforms to stay informed on current auction results, market reports, and community discussions surrounding coins. Keeping an eye on online auction platforms and various collectibles websites can yield valuable insights into what errors are in demand at any given moment, thereby guiding future purchases or sales. Speaking of resources, attending coin shows and exhibitions can also unlock invaluable opportunities for coin lovers to engage with fellow enthusiasts, dealers, and experts in the field. These events often showcase a plethora of unique coins, and it's not uncommon in these environments to find overlooked error coins or misshapen examples that elude traditional assessment. Interaction with other collectors provides a rich tapestry of connections and stories that only further elevate the experience of collecting. This is a community where passion fuels the discussion, and through shared knowledge, the market continues to evolve. Now, taking a step back, let's not forget the historical significance that surrounds coin collecting as a hobby. This isn't merely a pursuit of financial gain. Many collectors are driven by an intrinsic appreciation for history. The Jefferson nickel, with its connection to an iconic figure and the robust narrative of American history, adds layers to its desirability. Possessing a coin such as the 2014 D nickel becomes not only a financial investment but also a tangible connection to past eras and significant figures that shaped the nation. So when collectors seek error pieces, they are also preserving a part of history that might otherwise be lost. This intersection of finance and history remains a compelling aspect of numismatics that captivates even those outside of the traditional collector circle. History enthusiasts, educators, and even casual observers may find interest in the stories coins can tell or the events they reflect. In conclusion, the 2014 D5-cent Jefferson nickel belongs to a captivating niche within the vast universe of coin collecting that perfectly illustrates how the interplay of errors, mistakes, and mint mark anomalies can transcend the typical understanding of currency and elevate certain coins into a class of extraordinary collectibles. The extraordinary valuation approaching $290 million for some of these error coins reflects not just the rarity of the minting errors, but the strong demand within the numismatic community for pieces that possess unique characteristics or historical significance. Whether you are new to the world of coin collecting or have been at it for years, there is always something new to learn and discover about coins and the market that surrounds them, especially regarding pieces like the 2014 D Jefferson nickel. Stay curious, continue exploring, and don't hesitate to REA.